Real Madrid versus Marseille. Los Blancos kick off their Champions League campaign for the 2025-2026 season at home to the French side. I gotta be honest, I didn't like this performance. I really did not like this performance. Now, we did create chances. And on another day, we would have won this game very comfortably. Like the Mastantuono chance at the end of the half, where he hit it right at the keeper when he had pretty much the whole goal gaping in front of him. One or two Rodrygo opportunities where he either just didn't hit the target or hit it right at the keeper. Among others, there was a lot of opportunities. We were creating. Creating wasn't really the problem. It's just the overall performance I did not like. I just feel like, no, we didn't look like we were going to score. Even though we were making all these chances, we never really looked dangerous. We never really looked like we were going to score. It just seemed like we were going to get caught on the counter-attack. For some reason, the way Marseille had set up and the way they were playing, I was more concerned about getting caught on the counter-attack with their pace or would they lose pass or what happened with the first goal than I was with anything else. I mean, the first goal wasn't a counter-attack. It was just very poor from Arda. Very poor. And let's talk about Arda, because I didn't like his performance today either. I really did not like Arda's performance today. Now, Arda has been phenomenal so far this season. He's been arguably our second best player after Kylian Mbappe. He's the one creating the chances. He's the one getting the goals. He's the one getting the assists. He's the one most involved offensively for us and pretty much integral in all of our play. But today he was not good. For the first goal, it was horrendous. I don't know whether he thought he had too much time. I don't know if he thought they weren't going to press him. I don't know if he thought no one was anywhere near him. But the guy was just lazy. It was just so lazy and relaxed and composed, as if he had all the time in the world and the opposition wasn't right there and he wasn't on the halfway line. It was ridiculous. And then, of course, Marseille go on to score from him getting dispossessed. And that just kind of shows, as good as Arda's been and as good as he will be this season, there is still a lot of development and a lot of understanding and a lot of learning for him to do in the central midfield role. There is still a long way to go for him. And I've said this before and I'll repeat it. A lot of it is more defensive stuff than it is or positioning stuff than it is the offensive stuff and the stuff on the ball. Because the stuff on the ball, he is phenomenal. When he's got the ball, when he's on the ball, he is fantastic. He's always making the right pass or the killer pass, or he gets off a great shot or whatever. He's always creating or dangerous. It's just when he's off the ball or when it's the defensive side or even stuff like this where he's just completely unaware of what's going on over his shoulder. That kind of stuff is a bit annoying. Besides that, I did not like Rodrygo today. Yeah, he won the penalty and he had a decent half, but Rodrygo's doing this thing where I thought it was just because he was on the right and it's not his position he was doing. But now he's kind of doing it on the left as well. And the season is long. He is here for the season. And he has time to prove me wrong and show that this is just a guy trying to regain confidence or get back into the thick of things because he hasn't been really playing properly consecutively in a while. But he's also just kind of ghosting. He has moments where he does something, like he'll win you a penalty, and then he just ghosts for the rest of the game. In the second half, I didn't see him at all. In the first half, he was still kind of decent. In the second half, I did not see him at all until he was hooked for Vini, and then Vini was no improvement. Vini was literally no improvement. Yeah, it was Vini that kind of sort of won the penalty, but that was more just a bit of luck. That wasn't Vini doing anything special. That was just luck. The ball just happened to bounce up and hit the Marseille player's hand. And to be completely honest, if that went against us, I would be very unhappy. Very unhappy. So I can't even say it was a deserved penalty. It was a great penalty. It was just lucky. It was fully just lucky. But focusing on Vini and not the penalty itself, he was no better. He was really no better. He tried to run at players once or twice, couldn't get past them. He tried to run at players once or twice, ended up tripping over himself. Tried to get a shot off, hit it right at the keeper. It's not the Vini we know. It's not the Vini we want. I don't know what is going on, and I don't know if that player is ever coming back at this point, because it's getting a bit mad. It's getting mad. It's the whole year last year, and now it's been 4 or 5 games this year. It's not working. The only real time he kind of showed a glimpse of what he's capable of is in that substitute appearance against Oviedo. That is it. Besides that, I can't really recall when he's been him. Besides that, we have to talk about Dani Carvajal before we get to the positive, which is Kylian Mbappe, because he's the only positive pretty much in every game this season, and he's the one we have to compliment and the one we have to praise, because he seems to just be dragging this team by himself. He just seems to be carrying everything by himself, especially if we focus specifically on the goals. It's just all him. But just offensively, as the threat as well, it's all him as well. But we'll come back to him in a second. Dani Carvajal, Dani, what are you doing? Dani, what are you doing? I mean, a young player doing that, or a hot-headed player doing that with a history of losing his head. Cool. Dani Carvajal is one of the most experienced, if not the most experienced player in this Real Madrid squad. He is the captain, and he has been there for a long time and seen it all, and he's not ever been one for a temper. Yeah, he's one that to rile up opponents and get in their face, but that's a part of his game. He antagonizes, and he tries to throw opponents off by getting into their head. But he's never the one to fall for it. He's never the one to fall for this stuff. And yet here we are having to talk about why we've gone down to 10 men in back-to-back games. We've had a player sent off in back-to-back games because of just a dumb thing. The last one you could argue Dean Howson shouldn't have been sent off. It should have gone to VAR. It wasn't a red card. But again, why would you give the referee the opportunity to make a decision? This one is the same thing. He didn't fully headbutt him, but you as soon as you make that motion, as soon as your head goes forward, what else is the referee going to do? All he can do is send you off. You can't make that motion and do that kind of stuff. And he just literally fell foul to his own game and what he does to players, and Rulli played him. Rulli played him, and he got sent off, and we got very, very lucky, like I said, with the penalty, and only just through sheer luck ended up winning this game. We could have easily not lost, but easily drawn this game. So yeah, overall, I am just not happy with his performance. I don't know. There was a lot of things that I didn't like. But Kylian Mbappe, we have to end on a positive. I can't sing this guy's praises enough. I've said so much about him in every single video, in every single game, because he is the one that is carrying this team. He is trying, he is succeeding, he is scoring, he is doing everything he can. He needs help. He needs help. Mastantuono has glimpses and moments, but they're not quite clicking currently. So he needs help from someone on that right. Jude Bellingham is coming back, and I cannot wait for him to come back. If we didn't get an injury early doors and have to make a substitution, and then a red card later on into the game and have to make another substitution, Camavinga and Jude Bellingham might have got a chance to play a few minutes in this game. But because we had to make those substitutions, and we lost the substitution windows we have, they just didn't get a chance. They didn't get a chance. I don't even think Jude actually even went out to warm up. Camavinga definitely did. He was warming up, and he most definitely looked like he might have come on at some point. But after everything that happened in the game, there was just no way to bring him on. So all we can do is hope that when Jude is back and when Camavinga is back, Mastantuono is definitely going to be dropped. All we can hope is that Mbappe gets a bit more help. He gets a bit more help, because right now he's doing it all by himself. And sooner or later, he's going to have a bad game, or he's not going to be able to conjure up a bit of magic for us to be able to pick up a win. But anyway, I am going to call the video there. Overall, we did end up getting 3 points, so that's all that really matters. That's all we can really talk about. But nah, it was not a good performance, and there was too many things that I didn't like today. But anyway, I'm going to call the video there. Thanks for watching, and peace.